What's going on, High Society? Welcome back to another 5S Draft League Battle video. Another playoff match, this time in the championship bracket. We got the number 7 seed, Tuscaloosa Talonflames, taking on the number 10 seed, Charm City Charizards. So we see here Charm City bringing their Urshifu Single Strike, GMAX Copperajah, Porygon 2, Mudsdale, Alakazam, and Lapras. That Porygon 2 was a late pickup, giving them Trick Room options that they've utilized in a couple of their games very nicely. And we see from Tuscaloosa, they're bringing GMAX Lapras, Dracovish, Talonflame, Indeedee, Tsareena, and Vikavolt. Let's see how this game turns out. Tuscaloosa really been struggling in the latter half of the season. I'm wondering if they're getting a little bit of burnout. So let's see if they can turn it around here. Alright, Tuscaloosa leads off with their namesake Talonflame. And there's the Porygon 2 lead. So could we be seeing a Trick Room coming up? Let's see. So he goes for the Ice Beam. Interesting enough, is he expecting like a switch out? Okay, Talonflame goes for the Taunt, trying to prevent the Trick Room. Porygon goes for the Ice Beam. Decent damage on the Talonflame. Talonflame U-turns out of there. Porygon 2 going for the Tri-Attack. So what's going to be taking this Tri-Attack here? Porygon 2 very bulky with that Eviolite. And pretty decently offensive as well as far as bulky Trick Room setters go, compared to like others like Dusclops. Alright, the fish is out, Tri-Attack. That does good damage to Dracovish, but no status. Porygon's going to go for another Tri-Attack, but Dracovish outspeeds, of course, Vicious Rend. This will take out Porygon. So first KO, the fish is in. What will... Oh, his Lapras has Water Absorb. That's very nice. Tuscaloosa might not be expecting that. Let's see, is that what he... Nope, he decides to not go for that. Alakazam. Alakazam should be faster than the Dracovish. So this could be a Dazzling Gleam right here. Alright, will Dracovish switch out into Talonflame again, perhaps? Nope, Dracovish stays in. He's not going to appreciate this Gleam. Dracovish goes down. That crit did not matter. So, Dracovish trades basically with Porygon 2. Not a good trade for Tuscaloosa. What will they bring against this Alakazam here? They got the Vikavolt. Vikavolt could be good. Alright, they do go with the Vikavolt. We see that the Alakazam is Sash. He's gonna stay in or swap out? He's staying in, going for the Gleam. How much will this do? If it can do over half. No, it does not. Okay, so Bug Buzz. This should take the Alakazam down to Sash. So now, does Alakazam want to stay in here? Ooh, Life Orb. You know, if he... Oh, he's going for the Trick Room. That's unfortunate for him because Trick Room has negative priority. So, Alakazam goes down. I was going to say, if he went for another Dazzling Gleam, I think the Gleam plus the Life Orb recoil would have killed the Vikavolt. Urshifu comes out now. I think Wicked Blow is pretty safe. Like, it should definitely take out Vikavolt, but he's going for the Fire Punch. Vikavolt swaps out Talonflame. Talonflame should be able to take the Fire Punch relatively well. Let's see. Yeah, he can survive a couple of those. Ooh, and gets a nice berry as well. Tuscaloosa, berry on Talonflame. That's very interesting, because you wouldn't think Talonflame being bulky enough would proc that berry, but I guess with recoil damage from it, like, it's not bad, right? Okay, Urshifu swaps out. Going into Mudsdale. Talonflame, Brave Bird. Mudsdale's going to get a nice stamina boost here, I think. Now Talonflame. If it goes for a U-turn, though, that's another stamina boost, and we could be seeing some high-power body presses here. Let's see, Tsareena's still in the back. Lapras. Talonflame does have options. Will he go for the U-turn? No, he just goes for a straight switch out. Not wanting to get another stamina boost, probably thinking body press could be an option here. So let's see, this Rock Slide connects. How much will this do to Lapras? Does big damage to Lapras. Ooh, but the weakness policy gets procced. It looks like Charm City is going to be swapping out. Into their own Lapras, expecting maybe a max water move, max geyser here, but I think you always get a Veil first. So let's see. Okay, here comes the max. Now, does Tuscaloosa's Lapras have Thunderbolt on it, or Thunder for that max lightning? We do see that Charm City's has the Thunderbolt, so Charm City could stall out Lapras pretty well here. Yep, there's the Resonance. Lapras 4 times resist. You see 4 attacking moves on the Lapras. Lapras goes for the max guard. Scouts out the Thunderbolt. Now, does he want to swap out into Tsareena or Vikavolt here? That could be an option. Knowing that the Thunderbolt's coming. And try to preserve Lapras. Like, if he had his own Max Lightning, I think he would have just gone forward here. Like, you wouldn't be scouting out, right? You would just be trying to get your kill. Let's see, Tuscaloosa's thinking hard on this one. Baby Lapras versus Big Mama Lapras. I don't know. Like staring you down. Okay, Tuscaloosa does swap out Lapras. I think that's a good move. Lapras could still do some work against that. Mudsdale goes into Tsareena, so Tsareena should take this Thunderbolt pretty well. Let's see. Yes. No paralyze. No paralyze. Tuscaloosa's in a good spot here. Lapras, is it going to stay in and go for the Ice Beam? Charm City's thinking about it. No, he's going to switch. Ooh, into Copperajah. That's a good switch. Could Tsareena be going for a high jump kick here? That is an option. Tsareena goes for the Power Whip, but Copperajah avoids it. Copperajah wouldn't have taken a lot of damage from that anyway. Now Tsareena's stuck in a tough spot here. This Copperajah has a lot of good coverage moves against all the Pokemon remaining for Tuscaloosa. You don't want to swap into one of these attacks. So it looks like Tsareena might just kind of had to sit here for fodder. Now, does it have the high jump kick, though? That is the question. I think if it had the high jump kick, it probably would have gone for a last turn just for the coverage. Because high jump kick hits 2 of the possible switch-ins for super effective. Goes for taunt. Interesting. Not sure about that one. Rock Ball comes out. Doesn't do a lot. Was probably expecting a Talonflame switch in, but Talonflame is pretty low right now, so I don't think Talonflame is switching into much of anything. Tsareena gets hit by the sand. Aurora Veil is done. Copperajah changing all sorts of weather. Going for the Max Flare next. Power Whip connects this time. Actually did like halfway decent damage, you know, for a GMAX. There's the Max Flare. Takes out Tsareena. Now we're 4v4 here. But we know that Vikavolt's at under half. Talonflame's about half. Lapras is under half. All of Tuscaloosa's team is getting chipped away. Here comes Talonflame. I really like these aggressive switches from the GMAXs. You know, preserving those bodies for later. Especially because Copperajah can operate just as well out of GMAX as it does in it, due to Sheer Force and Life Orb. Okay, here comes Lapras. What attack will Talonflame go for? Goes for the Flare Blitz. How much will this do against Lapras? Ooh, that did good damage. We could see Talonflame pick up the KO here. Oh, Talonflame goes for U-turn. Oh, Lapras barely hangs on. That could be bad news for Tuscaloosa, letting that Lapras hang on, get a free attack off. Do they send out their other Lapras? I think that's the play. If I were them, that would be the play. No, they send out Vikavolt. Vikavolt's not going to appreciate this Surf right here. Ooh, Vikavolt just barely hanging on as well. Lapras staying in. Vikavolt very slow, but is able to outspeed here. Goes for the Volt Switch, but we do know that this Vikavolt is Life Orb, so we should see it dying to its own recoil. It does. So Lapras and Vikavolt trade. That does open up, well, I was going to say open up Tuscaloosa's Lapras, but it's really only good against the Mudsdale now, but it's the only thing good against the Mudsdale. So you're kind of forced to save it in the back. Okay, Talonflame comes out. But we know this Urshifu is Scarfed, and it might have Sucker Punch. I forget, did it? No, it doesn't have Sucker Punch, but it's going for the Scarf Wicked Blow. Does outspeed the Talonflame. And with that, without the GMAX Lapras, I don't think there's going to be anything that can really stop Urshifu here. Got the Scarf, it's locked into Wicked Blow. It's going to clean up the Indeedee. It's going to clean up the Lapras. Charm City as the number 10 seed squeezing into the championship bracket, going up against what was the runner-up from last season and a very scary team for most of the season, Tuscaloosa Talonflames. They have the game basically locked up here. What went wrong for Tuscaloosa? Dracovish never got it started all season. You know, there were a lot of options to get Dracovish. Some kills. Ooh, Lapras. Ah, but he was going for the sheer cold for the KO. Wow, I can't believe Lapras survived that. That would have been crazy. I would have, like, thrown my hands in the air, like, okay. Nutty. Alright, back to reality. Now that sheer cold missed, because that would have changed everything. Oh, swaps out into Indeedee, so Indeedee's just gonna die. But yeah, we also saw Tuscaloosa get a forfeit loss as their second loss. If they had played that game and been able to win it, you could have seen them as a top 4 seed. So, you know, I do know that they're going to be excited to come back for doubles next season, so hopefully that'll light the fire under them. Because, as we all know, Tuscaloosa, hashtag no competition. Well, I guess there's competition in the league now. And Urshifu is going to pick up this last KO on Lapras with the Wicked Blow. And Charm City moves on in the championship bracket. We're going to be playing against the Denver Ninetales next week. You'll definitely want to watch that. So, thanks for watching, everybody, and as always, stay classy.